Hi, hello, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm not going to be doing a habitat build or anything. It's going to be me pre-building some buildings for the new zoo I am building on stream, on my Twitch stream. So if you don't know, I do Twitch streams every Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. Currently I'm in British summertime, so that'll be 7:30 p.m. British summertime, but normally GMT or whenever, and if that's my very typical one, sometimes it changes, sometimes it doesn't. But alas, me not plugging that, we've started building a new zoo. It's going to be called Lilypad Manor, and it's going to be really typical, like British zoo from how I would imagine a British zoo. So very much Longlet, Chester Zoo, all those type of zoos, very based on that. So it's going to have a big manor house, kind of centrally. I guess the theme could be that someone bought some land and back in ye olden days brought over exotic animals and started to look after them, and then Lilypad Manor Park began, because you'll see in the later half of this video I have built a nice entranceway. I wanted to try and record my streams and turn them into a time lapse, but I'm yet to find out how to do that, so I couldn't, unfortunately. So I thought I'd at least film the pre-building bit, and then I go back at the end of this video to show you it placed, which I think is quite good. I'm quite proud of these builds, actually. They didn't take me as long as I thought they would. Things like the roofing is, as you can see, is what made me struggle the most. And you can see that I use quite a lot of the classic buildings as inspiration, and like see how they do it, because I was quite worried. I found these corner pieces and they're wonderful, and they made making these buildings, making them a lot more interesting, much easier. So I'm still not 100% sure on the manor house that I built. You aren't seeing this yet. This, I don't know if I said, this is an entrance gate. So this is where you saw me earlier on putting in guest spawners. So this is where they walk in from. And then when I put it down in game, I had to add a park entrance, because otherwise no one would pay to come in or anything. So I just added that in front, kind of. I probably could have made a separate building if I had known, but I didn't. So, alas. But this themes very well with like the manor house that I built. I've also built a hedge maze type thing. When I built it on stream, it's different from what it looks like now. After stream, I decided that I didn't like it, and so have redone it. But I'm sure it was kind of a really boring part of the stream, so I'm sure people won't mind that I've done that off stream. But I think personally now it looks a lot better than it did. It's a lot more simpler, and it's smaller now because it's quite big before, and so now it sort of fits in with the whole theme. But yeah, I'm gonna add in the manor house on stream. I do put it in just to show you what it will look like and what I'm planning it to look like. But obviously, as time goes on, I'll keep these videos sort of updating. So if you don't want to watch the streams and they're too long, because I understand if you think that, then you can still see what's going on, and hopefully you will enjoy that. So the decoration is what kind of took the time. It was kind of reasonably easy to an extent to get the shape of the buildings down, because they're all quite easy, and I kept googling things like manor house and gatehouse. I think we being in the UK helped the Google searches be what I was aiming for anyway, but I'm sure if you just Google manor house UK, it would come up. And here's my favourite bit is lots of wisteria. I absolutely love little cottages that are covered in this plant. Absolutely covered. It would be my dream to live in one. And so this building only has a small amount on it. Oh no, I am adding more. But I cannot say the same for the manor house I've built. When I googled it, there was obviously ones that looked very I've cut away from that. Here's the beginning of the manor house. there was obviously ones that were very like castle-like and very all kind of limestone, all one colour, very almost like where like the queen would live, I guess. And then some that looked like just kind of big houses. And so that's what I kind of did. I kind of did a big house. So the side two buildings are kind of a step forward, and then there's the middle building. This is probably one of the largest buildings I've built. I was going to do it all in brick, and then you will probably see later on I get rid of some of it and create it. So half brick, half limestone, at least the side bit. This little tower at the front. I think it was very cute. I really wish we had like a, I guess, 1x1 like pitched like turret sort of roof. I'm sure we have one. You can see me trying to make one there, but obviously it wasn't working. Because obviously you can make like the really pointy kind of what I would say wizard tower roof art is with the 4-meter pieces, but you have to be in like a 2x2 square for that, and I didn't want that. So here's me changing it so it's like a two-tone, and so it made it a bit more interesting and less just fully brick. And I think it looks alright. Crads, or Alex, my partner and moderator on stream, seems to think it looks like a new build, and so he's kind of tainted by my vision of it a bit, but I think it's okay. I think it does work when it's added everything on and you put it in context. I think it does work with the context of where it is. I think standalone, I understand where it's coming from. These roof eaves were a pain, a massive pain. This roof, this singular piece of roof took me so unbelievably long. Like, there's a break in these videos where there's me testing. What I wanted is a break in these videos where I go away there, probably where I'm stood still, where I go away and try and Google like how to do it, how I want to do the roofs, because roofing in Planet Zoo is baffling. Oh, and then these pieces, they're meant to be like flat slate like that, but they didn't look like they were right, and luckily I didn't use them anyway because I think the pitch looked better. And then I saw these dormers. They didn't quite work on top, but I knew that they would work for what I wanted here. I tried to do it with a, like building a little building. So it's kind of like matched the middle tower. But because of the way I'd laid the walls out, it made the roofing annoying, and I couldn't get it to like sit right. Because that's my only thing, is like obviously is it eaving for the roofs, like the like sort of trim that you can put so it hangs over the wall, which is great, but it doesn't have it for like the sides of the pitched roof, and that really massively bugs me, because I like that's the bit that I want to stick out more, is obviously when you add the like triangle piece of wall. I want it to not be flush, because obviously it's not flush, and there's probably bits of decoration that I can put in to help that, but I couldn't find it, so we got what we got, I guess, but I think it's okay. I think it's good. It turned out alright, especially with these dormer bits. I think they helped quite a lot, and then when I added the windows in, I think the majority of the rest of this video will be me trying to do the walls, because not the walls, the windows, because it took me so unbelievably long to figure out how I wanted the windows and how to lay them out. So I looked at about 1 million photos. You can kind of see me tab out and tab back in. And then these were different because of the way they were angled. These were like opposite, and so it was a bit of a nightmare, really. Oh, I didn't put that eaving everywhere, I don't think. But I love these corner bits. I think they're so cool. Make the classic buildings look really classic. Because I didn't want to use. I tried. This is what I mean. Like I wanted the roof to jut out, so I tried to use a separate piece of roof and just push it forward slightly to get what I wanted. But it looked dumb. realistically. It probably would have looked alright from like far away, but I wasn't far away, so it didn't look alright, and so I wasn't happy to leave it. I think I leave it at that. I got the windows on the tower down fine. I wanted to use these flower boxes, but I think they made it look less manor house and more like a house in London, and which isn't what I wanted, obviously. And then I wanted to do like a little archway. I might add it on in the stream, try and do it, but I couldn't work out how to make it look like normal without it being wider than the tower, and I think that would look weird. So it's a thing for me to play with on stream, I guess. And so here's the beginning of the madness with the windows. Oh my god, it took me so long. Because I wanted like a big window. And so I kind of ended up just making them. Like you can see at the bottom on the brick there. I put 2 windows side by side to make them bigger windows. Whereas those ones above it are the biggest windows that we have for the classic theme. And none of the others fit. And then I tried to make the window boxes match the door colour, but I couldn't get a exact colour for the door, and then it just looked dumb, so I didn't do it. And then here's me trying to make the windows look normal, because obviously I'm using like loads of reference photos. I thought this looked okay, but then I was annoyed by how blank the rest of the wall was. But I think if I'd kept it like that, it would have been okay if I just added wisteria everywhere, which I end up doing anyway. And then I found these, because I was wondering what was wrong with the like limestone and why it looked so bare. And then I remembered that, and then I saw those brick posts and was like, oh, that'll work, that'll do. And so I ended up doing that all around. I think that does help to like blend it all in a bit more. And then I remembered that I have to do the back, because this is not going to be a building that you only see the front of. It's a building you will go all around. I will probably try and hide the back a bit more with well, I have hidden it quite a lot with shed loads of wisteria, but I'll probably hide it with like more gardens. And here I added like, I guess, servants' quarters. For like big houses like this, you have like little offsets, like annexes. That would be for like servant entrances or like back entrances. And here's me making bigger windows, like more 2x2 windows instead of just the narrow ones. And then I changed all the windows again, I think. Oh no, I must have done that. I don't know. But I know I changed the windows about 1,000,000 times. I could not. That dormer was giving me a pain. And then because I really like these circle ones, I wanted to use them. And so I thought, yeah, why not? I'll use them up there. Now I look at it, it looks a bit like a boarding school, but I'm sure it's fine. Boarding schools, I guess, were like big manor houses, so I guess it works. Yeah, and then here is wisteria time. I love doing this. This was my favourite, because I just love how it looks, and then how it's just so, it just merges together so beautifully, and you can just put loads of it everywhere and it just looks fine. It looks so natural. And when I say I put loads of it everywhere, I really meant it. Like, you're not getting any light in from these windows. If you've got hay fever, you're screwed. Do not live in this house. And then this back wall, because I was like, well, it's blank, I'm just going to cover it. And because obviously it's the back of the house, so not many people will actually are meant to see it. And so I sort of thought, okay, it can sort of be like back in ye olden days, it'll be wherever the servants entered and exits from. And so I can just put it as the garden, and so the back of the garden will lead round there. I think I might have said that I'm going to add like things like the garden and put it in place properly on stream, and so do that as a bit of theming. And so actually make it look like it fits in with the whole theme of a zoo. Here's my nice cinematic shot, and that is the end of this voiceover. And so thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go to another voiceover. Hello, and you've just seen me build this lovely manor house building. I'm quite proud of it. I think it looks a bit like a school, but I am quite proud of it. It's a bit different, but it's very funky. I love wisteria. I've decided it's my favourite. It's literally everywhere. The windows kind of bug me. I couldn't get the windows properly down. I probably said in the video that I took about 1,000,000 years to get the windows done. This is my test build world, so you can see all the bits I've been practice testing. And you also saw me build this lovely building, which has more wisteria on it, and also the guest spawners, which is cool, fun, and good. I just wanted to show you it in context. I'm not gonna put this building down quite yet, because I am gonna do it on stream, because I built the rest of the beginning of the rest of the zoo on stream. The new zoo is gonna be called Lilypad Manor, which is very exciting. We shall just go into it now. So Lilypad Manor, it's going to be very typical British classic zoo. Like, in my head, it's what I'd imagine. So, like, the main bit will be all, spoilers, will be all, like, brick and very, like, classic, like, manor house, big houses in England. So, here is this house in context to add, like, a little zoo entrance gate. I think I probably could have added, like, a way in, and like the entrance gate maybe in here in this gate, but I didn't, so that's fine. And so you can see here, I can get my camera angles down. Here's a wall. This is the gate in place. This is the gateway. You didn't see me build this. I built this off stream and off recording, so I was messing about, and then I just suddenly decided that I really liked this. I like the hippos instead of the lions. I prefer hippos. Oh, my Indian peafowl is about to have sort of spring. And I added some fencing along the side. I just liked how this looked, to sort of make it look like a enclosed space. I'll probably continue it once we've got more of the layout down and when I know where things are. And then you come across to this lovely bridge and a pond. Cannot explain how proud of this bridge I am. It is better from this side in the sun, so I will do it from this side. Isn't it lovely? I basically built the path first and then built on top of it. I did do this on stream, so if you were in my Twitch stream you would have seen me building this. I'm very proud of it. I think it fits it really well, especially with all the weeds. And I'm going to add more lily pads, but this would be why it is called Lilypad Manor. And then you walk down. This is here temporarily so I could get animals in this bit, but we will make them nicer. So yeah, there's some like benches and bins along this path as well, so you can just walk along the bridge. You come down, and eventually behind this section here will be the manor house. So I'll put it down for now to sort of give the illusion for what it will look like, because that's the point of this video. So, and I'm gonna put like gardens and stuff around the manor house as well, to make it sort of the grounds a bit bigger and make it look more like grand. So here we are. You walk, hello to that man. You walk down and you can either go around. Obviously there's going to be loads of trees. It's going to be really nice and look like really full. You walk forward, and so this is this hedge maze, this peafowl enclosure has changed since what I did on stream, because I decided I didn't like it. And so I've redone it. So the guests before could have walked in and they could walk around the hedge maze, but now I've just sort of made it look like there is one. There's a peafowl in a box. I don't know why. Get out of that box, friend. But yeah, I've built this little like statue area, and then you can look ahead and there will be the manor, and like out the front I'm gonna do like almost little like stalls, and so you'll be able to see more of that on stream, really. And so hopefully you will join us for that. I'll try and do like speed builds or do updates of do for YouTube, but yeah. Hi, hello. So I know it seemed like that would be the end of the video, but I actually finished placing the manor house, as you can see, on stream today. So I thought I'd do a quick little tour. It won't be long, but I just wanted to show you guys it in place because it's already there. So I may as well show you. So today we built these little these little flower boxes. I'm quite proud of them actually. I think they make the area here at the front blend in a lot more. And then if you walk up to the manor house, which is now placed, they've got these lovely cherry trees outside. They've got a nice archway, a little fence round. I'm very proud of this little pathway I made. It looks very cool. Because I wanted it to look like there was a path up to the front of the door, but I didn't want people to actually walk up the path. And then if you walk around the back, there is a lovely pond with more lily pads for Lilypad Manor. Some lovely willow trees, a big old oak tree over here as well, and some planter boxes. I'll probably add a few more trees in, but I think for now it fits it in much nicely. Much nicely. Good words there. But yeah, I think it looks good. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Please do come support us on Twitch. That'll be where I'll be doing most of the building. I think actual building work I'll be doing off stream and probably making videos out of. But I think habitats will be being built on stream. So if you want to check that out, I am Little Ginge with 2 underscores on Twitch, and I very much hope to see you there. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, please feel free to give it a like. And if you want to subscribe for more, I will very much appreciate that. Thank you again, and I shall see you very soon.